This is a local ritual to test whether a woman is a witch or not. The suspect, Suweba, one of hundreds trapped in a life of bondage in so-called witches' camps in Ghana, like thousands before her, would know her fate based on how this chicken dies. I am here to find out why it is so difficult for Ghana's government to close down these camps of bondage and to shine a light on the country's incurable belief in witchcraft and what that means to its poorest and most vulnerable people. Inside one of Ghana's biggest churches,
that witchcraft is real. God talks about witches in the Bible.
This is a very intense spiritual process, and hundreds of people travel from far and near to come and receive what they say is the miracle to free oneself from witchcraft, including children as young as 10. Prophet Obofo is the leader of the Anointed Palace Chapel in Accra. His followers call him Son of the Angel. He says he sees and is able to cast witchcraft from people, even children. Obofo is seen as a very powerful man of God. I'm not allowed to go straight to him in person, so he speaks through an assistant, his next in command.
And the power of God on his anointed servant, the Reverend Obofo, is so much that these things happen in the night. God has given him an angelic spirit that he pursues them at night, and they come in the morning on their own volition, confessing that they are witches and they need deliverance.
A staggering number of Ghanaians believe in the existence of a supernatural power who ought to be obeyed. And that means people like Reverend Obofo, who claims to represent God, must be feared. The hundreds in this congregation today are part of the over 90% of Ghanaians who are Christian and still believe in the existence of witchcraft.
Welcome to Tamale Airport. The time is 7:25. For your safety and comfort,
one man, Ibrahim Dana, at the Glago community died, and the community members said he suspected he didn't die a natural death. So they decided to bring in a soothsayer into the community to perform some ritual, and they alleged that after the ritual, it indicated that it is Memunati Mindo who killed the man, and so she's a witch. We have had several incidents in the northern region here where they would accuse somebody of being a witch.
My journey begins with a 600-kilometer trip to Tamale, the northern regional capital.
My name is Alia Mumuni. I work with ActionAid, the Northern Region program. I work directly with all the alleged witches in the 5 camps that are currently hosted by the region.
Rights campaign group ActionAid, where Alia works, has been rescuing people suspected of witchcraft from camps here for close to 10 years now.
Majority of us claim we are people of faith. If we are not Muslims, we are Christians, or we are traditional believers. But this is something that is deep-rooted in people's hearts and their blood. Even people who have acquired high level of education, you have PhD holders, and when they talk about witchcraft, it can just put you off. Yeah. In our communities, a woman must have a level to which you will express issues that concern you. There's a level at which you should go. And so a woman who is very confident and assertive can easily be accused as a witch, because it's not common to find a woman talk about things. No. You know, it's planned. Once they target you, it just takes somebody to complain that he has seen you in a dream and you were attacking him or her, and that alone is enough to get you out of the community.
It's nightfall by the time we arrive in Patinga town. The next morning, I head to the camp. In northern Ghana, singing and dancing is the best way to say welcome. The singing and dancing ends. The women coil back into their lonely shells. This is home to over 100 women. It's one of the largest witches camps in Ghana. This is one of Ghana's poorest regions, and like many parts of the country, the poverty and desperation to survive has fueled an age-old belief in the power of witchcraft to alter one's destiny to make it in life. Only that here, unlike many places in southern Ghana, like the prayer camp we saw in Accra, many suspected witches are chased out of their communities and forced into a life of bondage in camps. Nearly 500 women are thought to be living in witches' camps here alone. Wodiche Pinsuma doesn't even remember exactly how many years she spent here, but thinks she's been here for about 20 years now. She's the oldest in this camp and has seen many like herself accused of witchcraft, chased out of their homes, brought here to endure a life of solitude, and left to die in tattered penury. This man is called Musa Adam Sampa. He is the witch doctor here, the one who has the powers to determine who is a witch and who isn't.
I came here before my father stopped, and my father get it, after my father, that time that I came here. So for that time, Dr. Bougier time, that my father stopped it. And my grandfather stopped it that time. And then my father too started it. The time that I get here, that's Rollins Fair School. That time that I get the camp.
That's when you've been running this camp. So you've been running this camp for about 30 years.
I don't know. That's why I say I don't know, because I came here, Rollins Fair School. I don't know the reason why. Because at the time that the time that they are ladies, I don't know them. Now that they are old ladies, and they were bringing the women to me. And it's my work, our family work, not my work, our family. So if I also stop it now, some from my family will come and continue. It is our culture.
In the midst of visitors, Sampa looks like a good man. He says he is the reason these women are still alive. But when we turned off the cameras, the women told of chilling stories of how the same man molests them. These were recordings I made secretly speaking with the women. Most of them live the life of terror here.
Sorry.
You suspect for which, if you bring every person here, unless a human. Man, not a human man. I will never get a man, because one day you will sack me away and get the camp. That will never, because all my forefathers didn't do that. My four-grandfathers didn't do that, so me also cannot start that for my following. Because if I die, I say, one day someone will come and get, because I also get it from someone. So someone also come and can get it from me, because our family line that we follow in our culture.
So you don't take men here? Why?
I said one day you would slap me here, because a man is a man. You two know that a man is a man, because that's my last. I won't continue. A man is a man. You know too. Is it not it? I'm not the one who said that woman is a witch. Their family said that they are witch. Their family, because it is so much. They are not my family. I'm following what I get from my grandfather, grandmother, fourth grandfathers, and then to my father.
Neina Wacha is one of the freshest inmates. It's only been a week since she came, but this is her second spell here.
Dame drapo no fiesa ha kala ji marmaran kulma kam sang makana ke nchira ni yiro kan to so matamna ta so mbeta ma matamna ta so makula to kadima ni mametla yenzane ami ni ro nyona banko bi mo bo ko na banma mbami ka mi gba bizan kana no pa ka la fi o lo yin yare la ni wo mo pondo la yin yare ma mi dabam nyele so bir ka ko mahala na ko ko to pelala ma ton punu nge to to de sa ka ya non ka man ni ma kan ke do mo mi le ko ba shaw ka ko ken ni ko pa mi so da ta ba do so cin li ka kane yo man na ko yeshel je na ko dan kan la san cin so pa so ka ko le yelam bi ba be sa kwasma
kai na ti mienti te kai nda miele.
ActionAid, alias organization, is part of many that have been working on the Go Home project, seeking to send suspected witches back home from the camp. The project sends around 60 women home every year and successfully closed down one of the most notorious camps here in 2014. The problem is many of those sent home are not welcome. A lot of them live with the stigma and are threatened with death occasionally. And so they run back from one hell at home to what they believe would be a lesser hell here in the camp. There are now about 6 witches camps in this region alone. The shrines are not just for witches. People consult the priest for solutions to medical conditions like infertility, and it's even believed to help people get good marriages. But camping people accused of witchcraft is their biggest cash cow. I am going to the Kukuo camp. It's about 4 hours drive from Patinga. It is one of the camps where ActionAid works. Mustafa Issa works here trying to get people to stop killing women accused of witchcraft. This is a typical Muslim community. This camp, also one of the oldest and biggest, is home to more than 100 women. Mustafa is taking me to meet one of them. This woman has also lost count of the number of years she has spent here. She is no longer welcome in her own house. Now she is frail and bedridden, almost left to die.
Tamel dinoma tulu o na bazo ko yo salfo ya to bombela bombela ka mi o shamba ko lan kamna ale nya sulumo ko po de fiel tamel dinoma nya ko son bal par exemple pedu ka chama to sanman to de nyo ko no na timbe ka kibe so kan farma bahra wadi nyam burgito ma ka tanto do ko nan do no ko zo kan yese pentena ko wabgale kan liga no ma den zano jim kan di na zambal politis tala ka polondo manjia.
How does some of these stories make you feel?
I don't feel happy. I feel sad and even feel crying whenever I heard cases of this sort. Particularly, there are 2 of them, not even 3. This woman and 2 other women. But this one is the most vulnerable one. Why you punished? Accept them back. You believe the woman is brought here and she is purified, she is born again. Why don't you accept her back? So I think in future, it will stop. In northern part of Ghana here, women are not empowered. The facts and the truth story of it is that women are second. I am a man, but woman is always second. So you will see that, look at the camp of this 130, all are women, not one single man, you see.
The belief in witchcraft is so widespread. we are heading to one of the villages where one person has recently been lynched.
I
wanted to gauge the mood of the people and what they think about witchcraft.
That is, it's happening in life where somebody will tell you that he had a dream or she has a dream last night, and in the dream someone held him or someone trapped him, and the following morning that there was an instant of that nature that happened to her sister. So in that morning he got up and realized that this lady really struggled with somebody, because you could see blood stains on the shirt of that particular woman. And that told him that really there was somebody that struggled with her. So that enabled him to bring it up.
The menace of killing people suspected of witchcraft is one that is hard to deal with. It's almost impossible to put a figure on the number of people killed yearly. The fear surrounding it means victims hardly come forward. The Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice is a state agency tasked to ensure justice for victims. But they are rarely able to prosecute anyone.
Hello, Mr. Manning. Hey, welcome. Morning, my name is Justice from Joy News.
Let me give a clear example of a case we pursued just last week, where the woman was located in one of the villages in the Kumbungo district of the northern region. She was banished from her community, and she had to walk on foot for 2 good days from that district to the central Gonja district, to a camp that has already been closed. So for the 2 good days, she was at the mercy of the weather, wild animals, and the people pursuing her. The person is accused. They have no means of communicating to the law enforcement agency to come to their aid immediately. So that human barrier stops them from reporting to law enforcement agencies. So it means you can't even identify that case, let alone to go in quickly to help the person.
So why is it so difficult prosecuting people for banishing women out of their communities?
You take the case to court, the court follows the law and order that the woman should be sent back. The people will comply, the woman will go back. The court will be in Tamale. The reintegration committee is in Tamale, because the members all are based in their institutions in Tamale. Chiraj is in Tamale. The police, they are in Tamale. They are not in that community. We are not sleeping with those people.
In the Tamale township, I have come with Aliyah to the home of 50-year-old Suraya Ali. She was rescued from the Bondase camp a year ago.
Wait, it's so pareil. It's so pareil, Pam. It's so pareil. Charlie Barga.
Lala.
Insia njanya kanjia kam gbe yase nemje maintenant chérie denya ngwa kan la bora denya ngwa kan bora
kana
ay ko bango diam balme
ni mu hadan kambe betumashi na yi ni muhammad ni muhadan kambe ngbami tumashi ni minin pakpam wama.
Back in the Patinga camp, before a woman can go home, Sompa has to do a cleansing ritual. I wanted to take one of the women home to their village to see how they would be received. And so I have paid Sampa to perform the ritual on her. On this occasion, the fowl has died with its belly facing the ground. This means Samsia Zainabu is free to go home again.
So what do you think about going home for the first time in a long time? What do you think about going to your house? What do you think about going home?
She just smiled and said, that one and then asked me why I'm smiling. That one have I observed and I'm smiling. If I were in this camp, she believed I would have smiled than I'm doing. But that is in quotation marks. That for going home to her community and knowing also that staying here, this is not her community, this is not her home either. It's a worry. And so now that we are sending her to the community, it could be 2 things. She's not sure whether we are going to talk to the son about her going home, who we are going to talk to about her going home, she doesn't know. But it could be one of these things.
We spent a whole day in the community. We were prevented from filming anything there. The chief said she's still not fit to return to her village even after Sampa's ritual is supposed to have cleared her. She, together with the hundreds of suspected witches, would return to the horrors of life at the Patinga witches camp. The laws to ensure people suspected of witchcraft can live peacefully in their own homes are difficult enforcing. And it seems the women with no means of defending themselves would keep coming back to these camps of bondage. Justice Baidoo for Joy News.